Hi everyone, welcome to the channel The English Castle. And in today's video, I am going to share some tips with parents and my students to prepare well for their exams. Since half yearly are around the corner in the schools, I want to help my students who are preparing for it. I also want to extend my hand to their mothers who are feeling pressurized and overburdened. So here, let's share some tips. For all my students, I would recommend that you should follow a routine. It's always good or it's always the best to wake up early in the morning, maybe by 4 or 5, and maintain your studies so that you get enough time before going to school to prepare for your lessons, to revise your lessons. Second, it's better to avoid late night studies because when we are waking up early, our mind is always fresh. We are more confident, energetic, and active throughout the day. But if we prefer late night studies, suppose I like to study till 2 or 3, that makes me dull during the day. My performance goes down. My brain is sluggish, and I'm more lethargic. And instead of more input, I am drained out of energy. So it's always good that I wake up early in the morning and after like having warm water, I start my day by learning and revising my things. For the younger lot, I would say from classes 1 to 5, they must practice spellings every day. They must learn tables. These are everyday things. They have to revise all the spellings. So it is better that you make a notebook separately for spellings of all the chapters. You write like EVA, science, English, maths, all the chapters. You are maintaining a separate notebook where you have written the spellings. And every day before your exams are like you have prepared well for your exam. Now you've written the spelling, which you're often making mistakes. Most importantly, some children make mistakes with doesn't, because, cannot, could not, would not. Some common errors are there, important. So many other spellings are there. And if you think that one of the spellings you are repeatedly making mistake, write it in your notebook and revise it every day. As same is for the tables. The more you revise, the faster your calculations are, the lesser time you're taking for thinking. Third is eat healthy. Avoid junk food during this time because as we know, junk food is good for the taste but doesn't give you any nutritive value. So what happens when you eat junk food? It makes you sluggish. Instead of giving you energy, the body is not getting energy, but it's making you sluggish. So avoid eating junk food during this time. Go out in the sun. Even if you are studying, your exams around the corner, you must do at least 30 to 50 minutes of physical activity. Go out for cycling, walk on the terrace, run, play, dance, do whatever you like. But half an hour to 50 minutes away from the studies should be there. Switch off all the gadgets. Stop using your laptops, mobile phones during this time. If you're studying from your laptop, suppose you're taking help from the videos, that is a different thing. That is again a part of your learning. But cut down yourself so that your brain is focused on your studies. Uh, Drink warm milk. Keep yourself hydrated. That's one of the very important things that you should drink lots of water, lots of liquidy things so that you are active and energetic and hydrated. Your learning is better. Avoid studying in dim lights, and revision is a must. Before the exam, plan your timetable accordingly that you have learned all your lessons, and during the like last 10 days, you're just revising your lessons, writing all the answers, revising your spellings, reading the textbooks, preparing for extra questions. So these are the tips you are going to you. It's going to be helpful to you. Now for the mothers, I would say de-stress yourself. When the children are away, don't keep bothering about them. Don't keep stressing this and that. Plan accordingly. Plan the timetable. If your child is weak in a particular subject, practice that subject every day instead of twice or thrice a week. Give more time to that. And the most important things to de-stress yourself and your children are talk to them. That is the best remedy for everyone, and it works. Children need to talk so that they can vent up the negative emotions. Mothers need to talk so that they can connect to the child and help the child. Once the child is emotionally secure, I think we can move mountains. We can do anything as mothers and teachers. So talk to your child before starting the studies. Ask them how was their day, what would they like to have for dinner, or how are they feeling. Okay, when you see that the child is not able to learn, he's tired, let them go out in the fresh air, tell them to take a break, move in the house, go in the balcony, breathe, play with them, or at least do some physical activity yourself with your children so that you both are charged up and you both are ready to take the lessons. And these simple small things will help you to have a good bond. Your exam time will not cut you off with all the good things of your life, because these are the moments you're going to cherish after 10 years, how your parents helped you in your studies, and you are going to remember how you helped your children to grow and to be where they are. So we all are equally participating in each other's life. So let's make it a happy one. Instead of pestering them, bothering them, let's do the hand holding nicely. Instead of putting pressure, नहीं करोगे तो कैसे होगा, नहीं आएगा तो क्या होगा. Let me tell you one secret. Let the child fail also sometime. If your child is ignorant, if your child is irresponsible, your child is not taking up the responsibility of learning, not taking the responsibility of doing themselves, I must tell you, let the child fail. Even if they fail, once they fail, they feel the humiliation, they will learn their lessons their way. I met one person. He was a highly intellectual person, well educated, well groomed, and must be in his 50s. As I was having a conversation, he once told me that when I was in class 9, I was about to fail, and my teacher told that he will have to repeat the class. I think he was in fourth standard that time. And because I was not studying and I was not good in the studies, he told me. So I was listening to his part of the story, and his mother said, "Let my child fail. Do not promote him if he's not studying or not, his grades are not up to the mark." This came as a big blow to the child, and he said that I could not sleep that night. I could not believe that how can I fail? Am I not studying at all? How is it possible? And after that, he said, I geared up and I pulled up my socks and I was all the time studying, became more responsible towards my work and started doing. And you won't believe when he told me that when I reached class 9th and 10th, I was a topper in my school. And that is the power, that once let the child feel that what he's losing, you are not losing anything as a parent. You don't want your child to lose that. But when sometimes such shocks are required to make them responsible. And that was a turning point of his life. He said that that incident made me responsible. So, dear parents, as a mother, as a teacher, we have faced challenges when the children are not showing the proper grades, proper responsibility, sincerity. Sometimes this will also require. And my dear students, be responsible, do your work, don't depend on your parents, that you have to like you are doing for themselves or you're doing it for your teachers. No, my dear children, you are doing it for yourself. This is for you. This is your arena where you have to do it. Each one of us is playing our role. And now your role is to perform in the exams and do well in your life. So with this, I wish everyone all the best. Take care of yourself. Be happy. De-stress yourself. Exercise. Breathe. And it will help you.